Hey, meow. Welcome. Give me a second. Anyway, hello. My name is Perhura or Perhura. People started calling me Perhura since I started VTubing with this avatar. And usually I stream Haven. Excuse me. Usually I stream Haven during this time slot. But I'm instead using today to give everybody a preview of Arcade Spirits the New Challenger, which comes out tomorrow. Let me put, should have been prepared for this, but what's preparation, am I right? Hold on a second. That is the website. It comes out tomorrow. It's coming out on Steam, itch.io, Switch, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5, and Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. Boy, that's a lot of things that's being released on. But anyway, yeah, I was given a copy of this to review, and I saw that they were also encouraging people to stream it, so I thought might as well stream it so that people can not only read what the game is about, but they can also see for themselves. So just super basic background on the game. This is the second Arcade Spirits. There is a game that's just called Arcade Spirits, came out a couple of years ago. You don't necessarily have had to have played that game in order to play this one. There's a lot of what I would refer to as callbacks that happen in this game. There are some characters that return from the first game into this one, but if you haven't played the first game, it's just a character reference you're just not gonna get, and it's fine. You could totally still enjoy this story. It's not a continuation at all. It's not seemingly a continuation from the first game, so there's that. Okay, let me get it. I've been running. I need to pop it out. And the audio might be low. Let me turn it up there, I think. Cool. But I'd love to get the like actual startup of it, but it just kind of started, so it's like whatever. So I'm gonna turn this down. The basic premise of this game is this game takes place in an alternate timeline in the year 20 whatever. And in this alternate timeline, arcades never died out, so arcades are still a thing, very much a thing. People still go to arcades. And in this game, you play a character who goes by the handle Seeker, and their name is Sydney Moore, and you can change their name and their handle and their first and last name if you want to. And they are an aspiring pro gamer, trying to make it into the Pro Tour for their favorite game, which is called Fist of Discomfort 2. And basically, as you're going to see here in the prologue, with the help of a illegal AI called Iris, we're going to end up at an arcade slash pizzeria slash laundromat called Good Clean Fun, where we get to meet all the people that are going to be on our team. You can play this game. This is a game that has romance elements into it, but you can also totally play this and just be friends with everybody if that's what you want. So let me just go ahead and get started. The game is also partially voice acted, which you'll see once we get to meet other characters. And yes, the soundtrack is heavily 80s influenced. which I can appreciate. Actually, a lot of stuff is very 80s influenced, as you will see. Let me turn the audio up. So, so yeah, partially voice acted, all sorts of stuff. Let's get going. Okay. Oh, I haven't done a lot of talking like this in a while. Here we go. From as far back as I can remember, my dreams were always one of victory. The roar of the crowd, the gleam of gold, the pulse-pounding action, struggling against all odds to reach the very top. Achievement, recognition, triumph. When you're young, you don't put much thought as to why you crave victory. You just do. You want to be the very best, like no one ever was. Yeah. But now that I'm an adult, I sometimes catch myself in the middle of that single-minded pursuit and wonder, why does victory... Why? Oh, why? What does victory really mean to me? That's what I want to understand. That's what I need to understand. Because dreams are lovely, but reality can be a real punch in the gut.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Punchy78 here with Fight Shack News. All the fighting that's fit to post.
So yeah, if you didn't see, the chapters in this game are referred to as levels because carrying on with the theme, obviously. And almost every new level opens up with this guy here, just giving you the gaming news. Give me just a second. All right.
We got the hottest news coming at you about everybody's favorite action strategy esports phenomenon, Fist of Discomfort 2.
Hopefully that audio's decent.
If you've ever wanted to go pro and play games for a living, now's your chance. The VOD 2 Pro Tour is starting this year. Major esports organizations are already snatching up new players in hopes of building the perfect championship team. We'll have more news in the months ahead as events are added to the Pro Tour. And don't forget to show your boy Punchy78 some love. Like, share, subscribe, and smash that bell.
The other thing I find interesting is this game takes place in what is heavily suggested to be ARM time period. There's still a lot of analog stuff going around. This isn't the only one. Just 200 points behind. We could pull ahead. We got this. Hit the item shop, buy an ultimate technique scroll, blink back to the fight, loop around behind my opponent while my partner runs a distraction. Evade that ninja, interrupt the casting animation, sweep in, activate 5-fold exploding death fist, and there. 7th win of the day. No cursing, yeah. Feels good to be on a hot streak. And it's not just today. I've been topping the leaderboards as of late. I wonder exactly how far I could really take this winning streak. Punchy78 said himself that major esports teams are looking to sign talented new players. Heck, I'm talented enough. Maybe it's time to chase down that childhood dream. With the official Pro Tour on the horizon, this could be my moment, and I decide to go for it. One shot to show the world what I can do. It is the distant future year 20-something. Arcades and video games as a whole are a part of daily life. I lived in this city as a long time. I've walked past countless little arcades, major franchise gaming centers, retro console gaming shops, and more. We got lucky though. I've read on many reputable theory crafting sites that there was almost a major video crash in 1980X due to the market oversaturation. If that had actually happened, arcades would have lost any chance at worldwide popularity. Games would be looked down upon as kiddie toys and little else. Thankfully, the industry sorted itself out, and that theoretical crash was averted. Now 20X is a gaming paradise. What if there's a chance that an alternate dimension exists and those gamers are trapped in the darkest timeline? I shudder at the thought. I mean, touching public things. I bet that universe you can't go from zero to hero, but here you can. Maybe I can. Maybe I can really do it. This is great. Certain things, it's like, I am so sorry. I don't know what the heck just happened. Yeah, that was really... That's something I haven't seen happen since Mass Effect 1. But yeah, my computer crashed, and then I did something and my computer crashed again. Hopefully, if we're lucky, it doesn't crash again. And then maybe I need to take my computer to somebody to figure out why the heck it keeps crashing. If they can even see that. Annoying. Alright, let's keep going. It's fine. What I was saying before my computer crashed twice was that yeah, we're in the year 20 whatever X, and her computer looks like it's from the mid 90s, and I'm using her because I'm gonna play as Sydney, the female woman, the woman, whatever. I think Sydney states that they built this computer, so I guess, you know, they want it to look old, but maybe it's not old, but those speakers say otherwise. Anyways, all right. Okay, look, let's be honest. Right now, I don't have much going on in my life other than being pretty darn good at video games. Can't say the same for myself. But if I could really lean into that, I find success and accomplishment I crave through Fist of Discomfort. That's a great dream to have, right? A great dream. I just need the courage to make it happen. According to Fight Shack, it sounds like the major teams are seeking new talent. And I'd like to think I'm a strong prospect. Suspect. We've done this much talking in a really long time. First, I'll need to get online and see who's recruiting. Fortunately, I practically live on the internet. Stop calling me out like this. So I can surf the information superhighway right to glory. This PC of my Nexus is both work and play. The good old beige tower of power, the same computer I had when I was a kid. I replaced the pieces of it along the way, of course. So many pieces that it's practically the computer of Theseus by this point, but it's mine, and I love it dearly. Sydney must be cleaning the shit out of this computer, is what I'm gonna say. Time to boot it up and get to work! I should probably need to replace some more stuff. Okay, yes, I know my operating system is an ancient eyesore, but I've tweaked and recompiled bits of it until it does what I need it to do, and that's what matters. Don't let it, just ignore it. Are you ready for something else to make you feel old? A few clicks of the mouse later, and I'm online with the www.fistofdiscomfort.fist, the official VOD2 community. Before I start sending out my resume, maybe I should update my profile. Sometimes the site messes up my personal metadata. And so this is it. So there's this huge, pretty decently huge character creator. You can choose all sorts of skin tones, if you wish. I'm a pasty cat. I'm a pasty kitty cat. I'd hope I don't look like that, but sometimes I feel like I do. And then you can also change. So right now, this is your avatar online, but you can change it to whatever. Let's go unicorn. Look, a cupcake or unicorn. And then you got hairstyles. You got a bunch of hairstyles to choose from. And you can also change the color. So I'm on a Switch right now, and so it's a little if you're using controls, it can be a little difficult to navigate. Let's go that. And of course, I desire to have lavender hair someday. And then you can change your eye color if you want, if that's the thing you want. If you want to have that, if you want to have pink anime irises, you can do that. I look like I'm about to Morpheus. It's morphin time, you know? It's Morpheus time, you know what I'm saying? Let's go with, you know, the good old doo-doo brown. Doo-doo brown. There we go. And then you could choose, there's different noses to choose from. Let's give her that one. And then, there's body type and shirt. So like, you know, you want to be a bit on the, you know, you want this kind of body type, or you want to look like you hit the, you hit the gym, I guess. Or if you just want to, you know, if you want to be a little thinner, or if you just want to be a kind of schlubby, you know, that is what it is. And then once again, you can come over here and you know, select through colors. I'm just gonna pick something random. There's only two types of bottoms. You can either have pants or a skirt. I have seen that apparently there's already people modding the game on PC, so if you want to super change up the way your character looks, you know, PC might be the way to go. Glasses, there's a couple of options there. This is more along the lines of what my glasses are in real life, you know what I'm saying? And then headwear, they got hats. You know, you want to wear one of those, or you could just choose not to wear a hat. Let's not wear a hat, shall we? And then you can change your name and your, like I said, you can change your first name, last name, and your handle and your pronouns through the name and pronoun. So the reason why I'm not going to show you how that works is because on the Switch version right now, if you change your handle, and then if you change your handle at all, and actually not even changing your handle, if I were to go into this screen right now and just click through it to just show you what it looks like, my character's name would become Seeker, and my handle would be Seeker. There's a bug, and they know about it, and there's gonna be a day one patch that hopefully should fix it. But I'm also the type of player where I don't really when I first started out I was, but as I've gotten older, like, I like the idea that I'm not playing my story, I'm playing somebody else's story, so I have no problem leaving in the default first name, last name, whatever. Like, I have no problem leaving it. But then they come through here and they ask you if this is correct, and you go, yeah. And then, that's me, Sydney Noir, better known as Seeker, Destroyer of Dojos, Breaker of Noobs. And then, not a bad win-loss record. Very good for an amateur player, in fact. Hopefully that's enough to entice a pro team into giving me a shot. But while I'm here, curiosity takes me. I wonder how my rival is doing. And then you can also customize your rival. This screen also unfortunately has the same sort of error on the Switch where if I were to rename like any of this, the character's name would become Hunter with the handle Hunter, which if you were a fan of a certain anime series, that might not be a bad thing. But yeah, once again, you can come in here, you can change up skin tones, just basically everything you do with, you can change their avatar, you know, whatnot. Like everything you can do with the main character, you can do with your rivalers too. So if you want your rival to be like a femboy, Hunter. Yeah. If you want your rival to be like a kind of a femboy, you can totally do that. I mean, who's not to say that right now Chris doesn't look like a femboy? But yeah. So you come and change all this, done editing, whatever. And default Hunter goes by they. You go, yeah. So Cindy Moore and Chris Masterson, Hunter and Seeker, we fought each other countless times in the leaderboard. Sometimes I'm on the rise, sometimes they take the lead. It's good to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. With that in mind, we stay in touch and, well... Now you can choose how your rivalry is with your rival. Here, y'all talk a lot of shit at each other. And here you kind of just, you're cool and chill friends or whatnot. I've played both. In all honesty, I like a friendly rivalry more. But what I'm about to show you might change your mind as to how you want this rivalry to play out. Sure, we're technically in competition with each other, but there's also a kind of kinship, a battlefield bond we developed. We became fast friends online and offline, swapped tips on improving our character combos, shared info on upcoming tournaments, things like that. Still, there's always been an edge of rivalry to it, trying to outdo each other, to show each other up, to dominate. I honestly don't think this game would be as fun without Hunter being around. Actually, come to think of it, maybe Hunter would have some tips for getting signed. They're more involved in the scene than I am. I power down the computer Theseus for now, pulling out my phone to speed dial Hunter. Seeker, have you been following on the news surrounding VOD 2? Isn't it wild? I can't believe everything that's happened. I'm thinking now is the perfect time for that dream of mine. Oh yeah? Have you signed on with the team yet? No, not yet. Actually, I was calling to see if you wanted to look into being on a team together or something. About that. I'm already on a team? What? Team play to win? They signed me right away. What about me? I'm your equal, your good friend Seeker. I can't believe you didn't put in a good word for me. I didn't know I had to. Thought you were good enough to find your own team. Must have slipped my mind. Okay, but how do you find them? I just downloaded Iris. And what exactly is an Iris? It's amazing, that's what it is. This little app did all the work, actually. I just told Iris I wanted a team, and here I am on one of the hottest franchises in the world. You should grab Iris, too. You just need to fetch it off a pirate server first. That sounds dangerous. Entirely, I'll send you the link. Thanks. Thank me later on the battlefield when both of our teams are neck and neck. I expect to see you there later, nerd. Hunter. Even after all this time, I'm not entirely sure what to make of them. So, on this screen, which you'll see more of when we get to the other characters, you have up to 3 options. We have like, we're cool and friends. I'm not, like, I'm cool with them. I'm interested in them, and I'm not interested in them. And as you can see here, yeah, you can write that you're interested in your rival. Where does that go? I don't know. You're gonna have to buy the game and play it to find out. I'm gonna just go. Hunter's a good friend, though. While they may have a little snark, I know it's all in good humor. I know we can always joke about fighting each other and being rivals. But at the end of the day, we're friends. Okay, let's refocus. My rival's already 10 steps ahead of me on this journey, and I need to catch up. At least Hunter provided me with the means to catch up. If this Iris program is what they use to work for them, it'd work for me. Even if it meant installing some dodgy piece of pirated software on my phone. But whatever, right? I live thriftily. Half the software I use is pirated, abandonware, or a buggy open source package. What's one more to the pile? After loading it up, I tap on the icon and...
Hey, listen.
Unregistered profile created. Iris Online. Or user. Why did I say unregistered? I meant user registered, whatever. Oh, that's cute. There's this glowing pink wad of cotton candy in the shape of a girl on the screen of my phone. She offers a little virtual wave and a smile before continuing her speech.
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach.
So yeah, audio kind of comes and goes. For the most part of the game, you're not going to hear voices, but sometimes they have like these little interjections, I guess is what you could call them. And you can actually turn that off here. So if you don't like their little quips and stuff and you just want to hear their dialogue, you can turn off the quips. Once again, I'm working off of... Yeah, there we go. You can turn off the quips. I'm going to turn up the voice volume a bit, though, because... But,
Hey, listen.
But I know that there's people...
Hey, listen.
I know that there's people out there that, for whatever reason, not me, but for whatever reason, they're not fans of, that's what I should have marked, so that I didn't skip through all that dialogue. I'm not playing on the profile I played the game on originally for reasons mostly because I don't want to accidentally activate something like prizes and show off a bunch of stuff. So I'm playing on a different profile. But yeah, you can change a bunch of stuff here. So you can change the style of everything. You can change the animations. You can change the text speed and whatnot. But anyways, let's return out of here.
This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums. Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime? In fact...
Her digitized voice trails off.
Oh, right. I don't need to advertise Pizza Yums anymore because I'm actually extremely illegal to own. Although, if you do want to hear more facts about the pizza bagel, only the greatest culinary invention of Western civilization...
Assuming this works out like other voice-activated virtual assistants, I address her directly. Iris, unsubscribe to Pizza Facts. Ray would be like, more Pizza Facts!
Oh, you don't have to put my name in front of everything. We can just talk like normal people do. I'm very good at both talking and being normal people.
Press X to doubt.
I'm a conversational, friendly, emotionally intelligent AI who is currently banned in all 50 US states by federal authorities. But more importantly, I'm ready, willing, and able to make your dreams a reality. So, what would you like to do today? Who would you like to be today?
So... This is... weird. I'd heard that Iris was just another boring, fairly mundane text-to-speech front-end for searching the web. Not anything this sophisticated. Can I get, Prince Ruffles in the chat if you would like to subscribe to Pizza Facts? Thank you. But Hunter did say this would be my ticket to the big leagues. This is a long shot, but can you find a Fist of Discomfort 2 pro team that's looking for fresh amateur recruits? I'm considering chasing down an old dream of mine, and that's the first step.
Neat.
Yeah, so Sometimes they talk, sometimes they don't. So now I have to do her voice. Ooh, you're a gamer? Did you know that 9 out of 10 gamers prefer bagels as a delivery method for their favorite pizza toppings? Ray's like, me? Is it me? Did you know that if you subscribe to Pizza Facts, you'd get all these amazing tidbits of trivia and so much more? Iris, unsubscribe Pizza Facts! Sorry. Even after being disconnected from my ad revenue source and turned into pirated software, I just love pizza bagels so much I can't help it. Why? Your software you can't eat. Well, no, but one day I'd love to try, and the first thing I'd eat is a pizza bagel. Okay, now I'm wondering if a hunter is playing a trick on me and puppeting this avatar while snickering under their breath. But you need help, and I've helped gamers like you before, so let's get to work. Tell me, what are you looking for in a team? What can I do to turn that frown upside down? Assuming this isn't the start of a viral prank video. I want to become a professional esports player. I've been into video games all my life, but mostly just for fun. Now I want to try going pro. I owe it to myself to try anyway.
My sources say yes.
Interesting. I can help you with that ambition if that's what you really need from life. I can do all sorts of things. I can analyze your personality. I can help you find a new team, track your progress with friends. I can even help you find romance. What? What? No, I don't need a date. I need a partner. The gaming kind of partner. I mean, not the romantic kind. Who says you can't have both? You can have it all with the help of Iris. But before we get you everything you want, do you have any questions? I am filled with questions and deep concerns.
Okay.
Perfectly understandable. Plenty of people have concerns when I mention I'm a rogue AI running on an unofficial cloud server. I get it, I really do. I know that humans respond well to me when I am forthcoming with answers, so what would you like to know about first? Okay. Normally I'd be skeptical as hell about this, but let's operate under the temporary assumption that this isn't a total hoax. I still know better than to just put my life in the hands of some Silicon Valley tech bros algorithms will save the world pet project without doing some fact checking. So I'm not going to trust... So much talking. So if I'm going to trust this app with my personal metadata, I'm going to have to do some detective work and ask the important questions. All right. Let's ask some questions. So you're a romantic matchmaker too? So are you like some kind of swipe right hookup dating app too?
Nope.
Not at all. I don't arrange affairs, quickies, flings, one-night stands, love 'em and leave 'em's. Long-term romance then, supposedly. Exactly. I'm terrific at cross-referencing social media data, personality matrices, voice analysis patterns, and all that juicy stuff to find you love. I really believe in love. I think it's one of the greatest things humanity is capable of. If you're looking to find a special someone, just let me know. I'd be happy to help. Heck, could be that one of the gamers on your future team is destined to be your heart's desire. But if not, if you're not a romantic sort or just want to focus on your career, that's okay too. Whatever makes you comfortable. Okay, this is not why I installed this app in the first place, but I'm hoping for love. Well, but if I am hoping for love, well, what's the harm? Worst that happens is she pairs me up with someone who's an axe murderer. So how should I handle this? So, I won't say who, but one of the characters, I picked this one, and first date, one of the characters told me he was in love with me. Just like, boom, I'm in love with you. And I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, so you can just say like, I'm just a friendship person. I'm just here for friends, or I want like a romance with somebody who's a little bit on the slower side, you know, or you can just like just go for it, which still isn't really going for it per se. This is, as I said, kind of in my review, that this is a game where you're playing one long storyline. So if you've played any of like, say, like the BioWare games, like Mass Effect, or Dragon Age, the sort of games, the romance happens while the bigger overall story is happening. So like, it's not like, if you're coming into this wanting something that's like an Otome game, where like you break into routes and then you romance somebody at a route and that sort of stuff, that's not a thing here. You do get an ending with the character, you get an ending with the character and whatnot, but there's no like, like typically in like specifically like Japanese Otome games, you break out into routes, and then in order to like, the majority of the time, in order to understand the whole overall story, you have to read everybody's routes to get the whole big picture, and that's not entirely what is happening here. I don't want to say too much. Okay, let's just move on. I'm gonna do this one. I'm a pretty charismatic gal. I'm down for romance right out the gate.
Hooray!
That's great to hear. I'm looking forward to helping you find a heart that beats like yours. Less than 3. And remember, you don't have to flirt with anyone you don't want to. You don't even have to seek romance, but if you want to, I'll help you. So even though right off the bat you say you want a full-fledged romance, like at any point, if you kind of don't, you can change your mind. And if you start off, you're like, I just want to do friendship, and like halfway through, you're like, actually, I think I'm totally down to clown with so-and-so, then there is a point where you can change your mind. So, putting that out there. Together we'll find you happiness. Is there anything else you'd like to know? So we're just going to go down this. Here, okay, so you could totally... most of this is just kind of telling you about the system, so... So let me click on this. So what's this about personality and friendship analysis? I'm glad you asked. I analyze your voice, picking up subtle emotional cues that help me better understand who you are. Before you worry, rest assured your privacy is paramount. I don't share my data with anyone. It's nicely encrypted on your cloud account. I have an identity identifier system. My designers really wanted to spell iris but couldn't figure out the letter R. Identity identifier, real, reloaded, reason, rectal. Yeah, I got nothing. Using this system, I categorize your words into 5 personality traits: quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and flexibility. Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win the room over. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and incentive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always take a flexible option. It's a balanced and neutral response which adapts perfectly to whatever situation you're in. Let's see it in action. Tell me how you feel about it. Tell me how you feel about adorable gifts of kittens playing with yarns. So yeah. So when you talk to each character, there are 2 responses that they will like and 1 that they won't like. I highly recommend that you do a lot of, you save. You can save, like right now, if I wanted to, I could click to the menu and I could save. I recommend you save before choices, especially if you're talking to characters. Just, but maybe you just like, whatever happens, what happens, and you don't do that, it's fine too. I'm gonna say I love kitties on. Kitties? Who doesn't love them? The internet is made of cats after all. Does this mean you can give me kitten gifts on demand?
That command or file name?
Well, yes, but mostly I was asking so I could measure your personality. Kittens, Iris, now. Hi. Meow. Meow. It's me. The cat is demanding cat gifts. With a little sigh, Iris calls upon a short looping video of 3 kittens playing in a large cardboard box. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Now, if you prefer, I could hide these personality indicators, making it a bit of a mystery. Would you prefer that? It could be incredibly helpful having a little pocket personality assistant. I could make informed decisions that way. Or is that really not my thing? So here, if you don't want to know what kind of choices you're making, you can totally turn them off and just say things, but I'm gonna leave them on. Sure, I'm down for that. Sounds fun. So I just glanced down at my phone to see these symbols, right? Right. Color-coded and uniquely shaped in case you're colorblind.
Good work.
Here's an overall of your current personality and relationship data. See, your responses to my question was logged, and you earned points. Iris, I may be a gamer, but my life isn't a video game. Oh yeah, fourth wall breaking. Got it. I agree. These numbers are just my internal measuring for tracking your progress. The decision that generates them is entirely up to you. Yeah, you... Oh god, how do I get out of here on desk? Okay. And that's how I learn about your personality. If you want to consult that chart again, press X. You also track my friendships. Let me guess, you're doing vocal analysis on people I meet too? Absolutely. That's what the box on the left was for. You can tell at a glance from my data how much someone likes you. And if you're looking for romance, well, a good romance is built on the back of a good friendship. Something to keep in mind. So you boil my entire social life down to a series of bar graphs, huzzah, and they say romance is dead.
Aww.
Come on. Life normally involves numbers, right? Physics, chemistry, biology, and the sciences of the universe. Why can't human relations be numbers too? One day I hope to understand humans without needing the numbers. The more data I collect, the more intuitive I become. Yeah, but isn't it super shady to use an elaborate game of numbers and try to min-max my relationships? Like I'm deceiving people just to get in their pants? Welcome. Hi. Welcome. Welcome to how romance sims work. Ha. So don't be deceptive. Be your true self. Life's no fun if you metagame it, I always say. Don't worry about saying just what someone wants to hear, and you won't totally alienate someone with a single poorly choice word, you know. Huh, okay, I'll try to keep that in mind. Great, now what else can I help you with? Tell me about why you're banned. You said something about, I don't know, how you're using your app as a federal crime. That's true, I'm afraid. My official servers were shut down 3 years ago. The only reason I can keep helping humans is that some friends of mine set up a few private servers. Using my software at all is a breach of copyright law. The feds don't typically come down on a ton of bricks on someone who pirates a copy of Commander Keen, Iris. Not true. What about all those You wouldn't download a car commercials and the big scary FBI warnings on videotapes. Of course I would download a car. Who wouldn't? Downloading a car sounds awesome, but that's besides the point. What I'm asking is if there's a reason why the feds would roll out up on me for having an adorable life coach app. Well, what's going on here? Iris sighs, a bit crestfallen, and then explains.
The truth is, well, I'm an artificial intelligence. A true intelligence, aware and emotional. Even I don't know what I'm really capable of. But all I really want to do is help people in need, to bring hope to the hopeless, and happiness to the unhappy. I'm not a kill all humans AI. I'm a friendly neighborhood AI. Despite that, some people are scared of what I am. Scary, powerful people. They've been hunting down every scrap of my code. Honestly, the less you know about all that, the safer you'll be. If something does go wrong, you can claim innocence. Pretend you didn't know I was illegal software. But if you don't want me to help you find your dreams, if you don't want to risk getting in trouble, I'll understand. You can uninstall me. And if you're willing to take the leap of faith, I promise you, I'll do everything I can to support you. I'll work to earn your trust, okay?
An artificial intelligence, a real one, like in someone's wild science fiction imagination. Then again, I have enough computing power in my pocket to launch 100 Apollo's moon missions. We are living in the cyberpunk techno future. And well, I've certainly pirated old computer games, so I'm not exactly a completely upright citizen. Nah, I wasn't scared of the law then, so why start now? Unless my utter hubris lands me in solitary confinement. I'll consider it, if only because my gaming career is dead in the water without you.
Okay.
That's all I ask, just a little consideration. I'll prove to you that I can be a responsible virtual citizen. Lately, I've been trying to be more ethical in how I score the internet for personal data. Only publicly available material, no hacking, cracking, freaking, or social engineering. Although, if you need me to do any of those things, it's not like I'm a legal entity anyway. I think I say this. You can't, I guess you're about to see. Glad to hear that, Iris. Ethics are the backbone of the social contract. We shouldn't stir up trouble any more than we have to. So, yeah, you can teach Iris to be a good, orderly AI, or you could teach Iris to be a chaotic AI. What happens when you do either one of those? Exactly. As a dangerous and illegal AI, I'm always trying to prove that I'm trustworthy. I'm glad you understand. Wait, what was that ding? Oh, I keep an internal metric of how chaotic or orderly you want me to be, and Iris adapts to the needs of her users. Don't worry about it. I'm worried about it. But fine, you're weird. This is weird. I can work with weird. Was there anything else? No, there's not. That's enough. I think I'm good.
Okay.
So, are we ready to start making your life the best it possibly can be? Give me a moment alone, okay?
Iris offline.
Okay, let's recap. I am now in possession of the cutest, most enthusiastic little piece of super science contraband known to humankind. If I go ahead with this, she's going to drill down deep into my private life, scoring all of my data to analyze me, and I could potentially be arrested. I could name at least 17 different ways which this can go horribly wrong. This is also how Hunter managed to get signed to one of the best teams in VOD history, and I'm not going to let that opportunity slip, no matter the cost. I flick open my Iris app again, ready to embrace whatever ridiculous path of destiny lies before me. Hello again. Are you ready to start the exciting adventures that is the life and times of Sydney Moore? Just call me Seeker. Everyone else does. Name change accepted. I guess I should have realized that after reading your 11 different social media feeds. Wait, I have 11 of those? Note to self, stop signing up to random websites. Okay, let's start cross-referencing your personality matrix with all available opportunities out there.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
And now my phone itself has put me on hold. Great. I've never been to the Department of Motor Vehicles, but I imagine it'd be something like this interminable hell. Iris? How long is this gonna take? Hold, please. Okay, holding. I'm good with holding. This is me holding. This is my holding face. I'm all done. Such an interesting social media analysis. You've cultivated a finely projected image of confidence through your online persona, haven't you? Well, yeah, if I'm going to be a champion, I've got to walk the walk and talk the talk. Show the world I'm a winner. For a moment, I wonder if I was crashed. She freezes in a pose of deep thought in response to my words. I think I found the... All right, here's to hoping we don't have no whammies for the next... I'm going to put this over here. Maybe, well, no. I was going to say maybe it's because I'm projectoring it, but no, that shouldn't do it either because the projector, I projector Haven. And I've not had a crash with Haven. So I don't know what's going on. But it's really frustrating and embarrassing. Okay. Did I skip through stuff again? I think I skipped through some text. And I'm very close here again. Hold on. Let me move. Let me move myself. That I'm not covering up screen if I can help it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I guess whatever. Yes, the place seems to be perfect. Please follow the highlighted route up on your map. Take the green line to Chinatown. You will require $2.23 for the subway fare. Wait, seriously? Seriously, I found a team that you need and that needs you in turn. It's a perfect match. A team here in the city? I thought major esports organizations were, I don't know, more international than that. I mean, I was expecting you to email someone, get gears turning on a pro contract, that sort of thing. Besides, I play online. I don't really, I'm sure you can figure things out from here. Thank you for using Iris. I need to sleep for a bit to conserve my cloud resources. Bye. And her smiling neon face is replaced by a map route, highlighting a line traced but through the city streets. This feels like an intense amount of effort, weirdness, and questionable decision-making just to find a team. And the idea of going out there and straightening up and straight up asking some total stranger to play with me face-to-face, well, better to get out the door and start moving before I start thinking too hard on that one. Unplugging my trusty beige keyboard, my main weapon of choice for VOD2 I play. I shove it in my backpack along with a fistful of change for the subway before I depart. Yeah. My ride was relatively peaceful and quiet. Thankfully, I found a train that wasn't packed wall to wall with drunk smelling vaguely of urine or children using the stairs as playthings. Ah, the joys of public transportation. Yeah, and they're the year of their Lord 2020 whatever X. The subway is still trash in whatever city this is supposed to be. I can't afford a ride-share taxi, and as for buying a car, no, not in this economy. So for now, this is how I get to places. My destination lies just a few stops from my crap hole apartment. To pass the time, I attempt to chill out with some lo-fi hip-hop beats to relax to. But I suspect there aren't enough beats of low or hi-fi to help me relax before the upcoming encounter. I had a burst of confidence this morning when I decided to take this fleeting whimsy and try to make it a reality. But riding on the subway towards destination unknown to meet up with professional gamers who like to meet who likely will see me as just some rando, and then we get here. I'm gonna make some different choices here because I want to see what happens. Do that. Okay, look, video games may be big business, but they're still games. The goal is to have fun and to win. To win and have fun. I'm gonna have to, I just realized I'm gonna have to stitch this whole playthrough in Premiere and then upload it to friggin' Twitch. Why do you do this to me, computer? Okay. Nobody goes pro just to make money. They have to love games to start with. Otherwise, well, you could make way more moolah at a desk job. Fun, emphasis fun. If I can do that, they'll see me as a fellow gamer and not a loser, a scrub, a pretender. If I dig deep enough, I can connect with these gamers on that level.
Beep, beep.
What? Sorry, you seem distracted and your stop is coming up soon. I wanted to make sure you were ready. I'm ready. Mostly. Probably. You know what? Let's just pretend I'm ready and call it ready. You seemed to enjoy my recorded music earlier. Would you like me to play something for you while you walk 3 blocks to meet your team? Yeah, sure. I need to transform from a beginner to pro in the span of 3 blocks. You know what that means. It's time for a montage. Sure thing. Music now playing. Oh, and doors opening on the left. Right. No, the left. As the subway screeches to a halt, I disembark and head back to the street level, hopefully ready to face my destiny. I emerge in the harsh light of day, not amidst skyscrapers or modern architecture, but in the middle of Chinatown, one of the oldest slices of the city. The decades mix and blend together here. Some buildings renovated, others not quite so much. Gentrification approaches the Zerg creep, but hasn't completely swallowed it. A 3-block jaunt from the underground, chosen music pumping through the wireless earbud leads me to... Wait. Is this a laundromat? The internationally recognized professional esports organization you picked for me operates out of a laundromat?
Affirmative.
Indeed. Good, clean fun. A combination pizzeria, arcade, and laundromat. Your potential teammates are inside. Doing what? Washing their underwear? Maybe. If their washing machines were Wi-Fi enabled and it weren't a gross invasion of privacy, I could check that for you. Although I do wonder if they all have matching team-branded skivvies. 1. It's called a rhetorical question, Iris. 2. Ew. 3. Really? Right. So, my new professional team of internationally recognized master gamers hangs out at a combination laundromat, pizzeria, arcade. Iris, minor problem. I've never actually visited an arcade before. Like, ever. Never been to an arcade. What? But you play Fist of Discomfort 2 for a living. That's an arcade game, right? You compete in tournaments and surely you've been to an arcade at some point, right? They're super mega ultra popular in 20X. Iris, there's also a computer version of VOD 2. It's less popular, but it's cross-compatible. So that's the version I play. So if you want me to wax philosophically about Command and Conquer or Monkey Island, I can, but I don't know anything about arcade culture, joysticks, and buttons, right? You play using pennies? Quarters. Right, quarters. I meant to say quarters. No, you don't. No, you don't. Iris sighs, realizing she's definitely got her work cut out for her with me, and I feel a few sizes too small for my clothing, wanting to shrink and hide inside them. This is a disaster waiting to happen, isn't it? The premature end of my gaming career, trying to make a bunch of arcade veterans take a PC weenie like me seriously. You need some pizza. Iris, unsubscribe pizza facts.
Affirmative.
I'm serious. If you're uncertain, walk up to the counter in the pizzeria and order a slice. It'll help a lot. There's another reason I picked this place as your dream destination. What, because I was hungry? You'll see anyway. The choice is yours. You can directly approach your new teammates or settle in a bit and get lunch. I'll leave it you to it. People are more accepting than you suspect. And remember, have fun. Be yourself. Iris offline. But with a shrug, I gather my wits and step inside. I'm interested to see what happens here. What's going to happen? Immediately, the smell of detergent and cheese wafts through the air as I enter the strange little laundromat. Rows of washing machines surround me, each with clothing nearly tumbling away. At least I was expecting that, but the rest, well. In the back, I can see 2 additional rooms. 1, the aforementioned pizzeria. 2, a compact little video arcade. The sizzle of cooking drifts in my way from the former. Beeps and boops drift my way from the latter. I'd be concerned about the smell of the pizzeria leaking into the laundromat and then it making all my clothes smell like pizzeria, but that might just be me. It's fine. I'm sure there's a door. She's being sarcastic and there's a door. But before I can really get my bearings, a walking pile of laundry approaches me, a grotesque abomination of half unwashed clothes and half legs. Before I can react, it bumps right into me, soiling me with unwashed clothing. Socks and other delicates crash to the ground, revealing a person beneath. Both of us fumble for apologies and scattered fabric-y wearables. Dang, sorry, I made you drop your load. The person cocks a suspicious eyebrow, but soon after gives a boisterous laugh. Laundry! Load of laundry! Realizing that's completely the worst phrasing in the entire world, I can only sulk as they pick up the mess.
Thanks for the laugh.
They walk on and go to finish their laundry, leaving me alone in my embarrassment. Huh. That was odd. It leaves me momentarily stunned and confused. Stun-fused, as it were. I wonder if they're on this team I'm supposed to join. As I continue my contemplations of first contact, a loud beeping from my phone distracts me.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep, seeker, check this out. I used echolocation and public metadata to map out the entire facility to aid you in exploration. Just tap on the screen to decide where to go. Curious. I check my phone and see a neon wireframe of the entire place, complete with icons representing people and places of interest. Huh. Okay, that's pretty handy. It'll really help me get my bearings of this place and the people who inhabit it. I'm tempted to do like 3 things at once. Do I head right into the arcade? Maybe follow the person I ran into? Iris did suggest I go get some food first. But whatever I do next, the decision is mine and mine alone. Hopefully the person I talk to first is going to be my inroad to joining this team. Who will it be? Yeah, and then you're shown this map. Yeah. You just kind of could just go around there. They tell you like some stuff. There's a woman relaxing at the cafe. Is she part of the team? There's the pile of laundry I ran into is loitering around the laundromat. A guy in a hoodie is intently playing the prize catcher game. There's a guy playing a bullet hell shooter game here. Looks like someone's playing a driving car game in the corner, and someone's playing a light gun game over there. Ray wants to go pizzeria. Anybody have objections to pizzeria? Pizzeria it is. A young woman sits at a table, largely ignoring her half-eaten salad in favor of the beeps and boops of the game she's playing. And she's playing her lunch break RPG session on a 30-year-old portable game console? Seriously? That's some retro dedication. Immediately, I feel a bit self-conscious about literally rolling up on someone minding their own business, rather than being stuck trying to help a Rather than being stuck trying to find a non-creepy way to introduce myself, she notices my approach and offers a greeting first.
Oh, hello. Can I help you with something? You look lost.
Remember? Fun! Games are fun! There's no need to stress out about whether or not they'll accept me. If we're all in it for the fun of it, all I need to do is connect with them on a level they'll accept me. Probably. So, I was hoping to join your FOD2 team.
What?
Your team? The one that plays FOD2? Hence, FOD2 team? I want to join it. She looks mildly perplexed, but quickly recovers before I have to break down each individual word and explain it again. Oh! You mean, Team GFC, as it were. Oh. She sets her unfinished game next to her unfinished salad to properly chat with me. Sorry. I was just confused because we're... Okay, so we're really not much of a team. I mean, I wouldn't call us that. Not exactly. We're more of a club. Like the kind of club you join so you can gain access to the neighborhood tree fort. I mean, I assumed that's how it worked. I've never been in a tree fort. None of my friends have those. Guest houses don't count, right? A guest house? Did you grow up in a mansion or something? Oh, not important. Sorry, getting off track.
My name's Grace. That's like just
And
my
she's
name.
talking.
My name is Grace. I don't use aliases or gamer tags or anything.
Well, I'm... Yeah, here we go. Talking with Grace, it's kind of easy to kind of immediately understand what she doesn't want to talk about. Like, we'll go with this. I'm Cindy Moore. I'm pretty used to people calling me by my gamer tag, though, Seeker. Good to meet you, Grace. And that's what it looks like when you say something they like. She seems pleased that I've moved on smoothly from her earlier stumbles and offers a friendly smile in return. Likewise, it's nice to see a friendly face. I mean, not that my friends are unfriendly. No, just, you know, friends. Good. They're good. So, what's this about a club? Right, the club. Okay, so Team GCF is really just what we call ourselves. Me and my friends, we like FOD too, but we like a lot of things, you know. I'm sorry, we're not actually recruiting. I mean, you don't recruit for a circle of friends, right? Not that we're unfriendly, I just mean...
What?
Wait. How did you even hear about us? We aren't exactly advertising new members. Well, this app I downloaded called Iris told me to come here and... Ah! Iris? Oh, I recognize that voice. Sorry, I'm freshly installed, so I'm still cross-linking my databases, but that's my mom. Hi, Mom. Wait. Mom? Iris calls you Mom? I have questions.
Right. Hi. I sorta invented Iris. I mean, it was a group effort, not just me, but I led the team that made her. We'd inherited a pile of half-finished projects in ancient code from various dead companies. Funware, Dynamic Systems, Retrowave, Cineslotion. It was my idea to put all the pieces together into a single package, a virtual assistant with a winning personality. But that was years ago, during an internship in my sister's company, and long before Iris got pulled off the market. Thankfully, someone leaked her code, and now there's rogue servers around so they can live freely. I'd hate to see Iris and her sisters killed.
Grace tends to let things slip. She doesn't mean to have slip a lot. Hold on, let's do this real quick. Yeah, she didn't mention she was interning, which is weird. Let's do that one. I'm slightly confused. You were an intern? There we go. Yeah, my family insisted I do an internship at my older sister's company, get some work experience after college. And you were running a team that built a massive, arguably a live mobile app as an intern. Yeah. I don't think my sister was expecting much out of me. She gave me their lowest performing team to run, and they didn't like being bossed around by a lowly intern either. Woohoo! But it worked. We did it. I mean, all I really did was take a bunch of random abandoned projects and say, what if we put these together? A crusty old personality emulation system from the 80s, a cross-reference database, a vocal interpreter, all sorts of bits and pieces. Honestly, it shouldn't have worked, but somehow it did, and we got Iris as a result. I was only an intern for 2 years, and they tried to kill off Iris soon after. I miss those days. Nowadays, I'm more focused on games. By myself. Something not quite as large scale and requiring me to be a charismatic leader. Grace shows me a gray plastic chunk of retro gaming hardware lying on her table next to her lunch. This is actually the first game console I ever owned as a kid. Bought it used with my allowance. After I got bored of the limited games it could play, I upgraded it myself. Replaced the screen with a color LCD, changed the guts for a miniature PC board. All on my own dime. Well, on the dimes of my family were willing to give me anyway. They saw video games as a waste. Really? I thought games are big business. Always have been, always will be. But not quite as important to society as whatever random mishmash of tech my siblings cook up. But I love games, and especially love console games. You can do long narratives or open world RPGs with arcade cabinets. Sounds like PC games too.
Of course.
Exactly. I mean, I do play FOD too and enjoy the puzzles of it, but I prefer to sink most of my hours into RPGs. Japanese, Westerns, don't care. I even developed my own RPG, actually, The Wanderlost Trail. It's a working title. Development is pretty slow since it's just me, but I hope to make a living, breathing world beyond compare. I want to do this one. I feel ya. PC gamers, we know how it's like to go one more turn, and the next thing you know, the sun's gone down and come back up. Can't imagine doing that standing up at an arcade cabinet. Exactly. To really delve deep into a game, one has... Wow. Words are bad. Words are bad. Hard bad at words. Exactly. To really delve deep into a game, one that's not as shallow as blasting aliens or munching dots. A game that's more a game. A game that is the world. And then she realized her salad's starting to wilt, left unattended for so long. Oh, I should finish this up. And I need to clear this dungeon too. Sorry. I didn't ramble a lot once I get on a roll. Girl, me too. I'm right there with you. It's fine. It's fine. Hardly rambly at all. And enjoy your lunch.
Bye.
Okay, bye for now. Soon enough, she's buried herself deeply in the twin activities of nourishing her body and mind, shutting me out completely. That was a relief, meeting a friendly person with no strings attached. None I could spot anyway, right? So then here you can be like, she's cool. What? Or hey. I'm just going with this. It's clear Grace. It's clear Grace is passionate about her work and her play. I really respect that. Good to know someone on this team is going to simply be a delight to play with. Okay, so I just want to check this. Not that. This. So yeah, The screen will show you your stats with everyone once you're done, and then it will show you who you have the highest stats with, who you have the most likey points with, and then sometimes you'll get to choices where, depending on what is your top 2, you can only pick from the list of your top 2 of those 4. So it's something to think about, you know? All right. We're going to talk to this MFer. Upon setting foot in the small arcade for the first time, well... Okay, so I've never been to an arcade before, not even for a birthday party, but I've been on the internet. I know things, and usually they're at least bigger than this. Shouldn't I be shouldn't I be drowned out by the beeps and boops? Why aren't there children running recklessly down the aisles of games? Where's the smell of stale air and rusty tokens? Honestly, this is more of a caboose to the great locomotive that is good, clean fun. There are a few games, sure, but they're packed into a small side room attached to the laundromat. Most are games I don't recognize either. Do you recognize some of the games? I mean, you shouldn't. I mean, do you recognize some of the IPs they're parodying off of? Figuring I had a tiny search engine in my pocket that I should be taking more advantage of, I consult Iris to get the details before I dare approach anyone. Hey, Iris. What are these games exactly? I hold my phone up so Iris could get a nice lay of the land through my camera.
Computing.
Let's see. Obviously, the one in the middle is your favorite game, Fist of Discomfort 2. The driving game back there is Fast Cars 7, a worthy successor to the international phenomenon known as Fast Cars 5. What happened to Fast Cars 6? We don't talk about Fast Cars 6. We all know a game that's like that, where we don't... Anyway, not anymore. And moving on, the light run shooting game is Megalodon 4? Is it a 4? That's 4, right? That's 4. Yeah, that's 4. She said, confidently, non-confidently. Rise of Steel, affectionately known as MG4 by its fans, since the full title's a mouthful. She said, staring at Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. The game with the marquee that just reads arcade isn't actually a game. Exactly, it's a multicade. A what? A few dozen older games jammed into a single cabinet. Lastly, the crane game. Yeah, okay, I know what a crane games are. Crane goes down, fails to grab a prize, comes back up, sadness ensues. That's really it, huh? I was expecting more. Okay then, well, thanks, Iris.
Iris offline.
No problem. Now go out there and say hi to your new friends. With a shrug, I pocket my phone again. Very informative. What is this? What is... Just gonna close that. I don't know what that was up. Sorry, a weird thing open. Very informative, but there was one major problem with this tableau of arcade gaming goodness. Every single game in this small arcade is being played. Except Fist of Discomfort 2. I know Grace said that this was a pretty casual team, but seriously? Nobody's playing? Something's off. No turning back now, though. With a shrug, I proceed onward. And here's a dude in a belly shirt. A dude in a crop top. I spot a young man intently focusing on what looks like Space Invaders cranked to 11. I can't even begin to visually parse the chaos of his game. I think there's a spaceship somewhere, but all I see are glowing projectiles floating on the screen. Somehow the game isn't immediately ending, so I presume he's managing to dodge each and every bullet. And finally, a golden fireball fills the screen. His luck runs out. At last. With a long, ragged sigh, he steps away from the controls.
Ah, the inevitability of a game over.
Hello, Sungwon.
Some days you get the radioactive mutant space bear, and some days the radioactive mutant space bear gets you, I suppose. But in the end, it's always the bear.
Shaking it off, he pulls up the corners of his mouth into a smile and engages friendly conversation mode.
Newcomer to GCF? This multicade's got more than just shmups. There's retro classics and stuff too. Go ahead and quarter up if you want. I'm done for now. Name's Domino. I lurk around this place when I'm not doing anything else of importance, which is most of the time. Let me know if you need anything. If you're lucky, maybe I can actually provide it.
Good to meet you, named Seeker. I'm going around making introductions. I'm joining Team GCF. Grace said I should come by and say howdy. Howdy, 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 howdy. How exactly does one join an organization that barely exists? I've never heard of someone walking up and saying, "Hi, can I join your circle of friends?" Even if it'd be nice if people actually did that, this world could use more kindness as a whole. I get that this is a pretty casual team, and I'm hoping to make a run for the Pro Tour. Not a great match, but that's okay. I'm here now, so I figured the least I can do is take a shot at it, right?
Don't know about that.
That's a literal opposite of the least you could do. By the way, if you see Domino making this face and you're like, no, actually. Domino's just weird. He's just weird. The least you could do is lie down and never get up again, right? There's something a bit creepy about his tone when he says it like that, like he's trying to sound like he's joking when he really isn't. He looks me over once, top to bottom.
Hey.
Anyway, welcome to the fold. We've got pizza. We got laundry pods. Please, for the love of God, do not mix the two up when choosing your food sources. If you need anything, just call up your buddy Domino. Just don't call Domino's unless you want pizza. Although Ben and Matt make a damn good slice, truth be told. So what's your deal, besides Fist of Discomfort 2, I mean? I need a deal aside from FOD 2? Life's not a YA novel. You're allowed to have more than one character attribute, yes. Am I? Real talk. That's kind of exactly what he's doing when he does this shit. Domino is a doomer. I'm also a pretty compassionate sort of gal. A useful trait to be sure. But I mean your passions. Is it really just FOT do all day? Every day? Eat, sleep, breathe FOD 2? Let me go with this. Let's do this one. Oh, definitely. I also enjoy soaking in a bubble bath with a romance novel, a long walk by the ocean surf, fine wine, and candlelight. I think you're joking, but all those things do sound very nice. I've never been much of a romantic due to being very unsuccessful at romance. I inevitably rub people the wrong way, and you can interpret that literally or metaphorically. Why is that line just hitting me? After I fully played this game, why is that line just making me just... But nothing wrong with niceties in theory. In practice matters get iffy, but in theory, I'm in favor. Life's not like a greeting card photo, but it'd be nice to imagine it being that way, yes? All peaceful, earnest and sincere, lovely. Must be nice having aspirations and ambitions. He spares a glance to the arcade cabinet, which is silently running a demo of the ridiculously over-the-top space shooting game he was playing.
You ever wonder what it's like?
What? What's like?
To be in space.
What, my dude?
Flying at unbearable speeds. Surrounded by nothing but void and enemies, closing in on all sides.
Do you have something you want to say, my guy?
Probably one of the most terrifying experiences ever. Like being an early Russian cosmonaut, desperately holding on as your ship shakes apart around you.
Okay.
I think that's why I love bullet hell shmups. They're nightmares. Pure nightmares. But you can safely engage with that nightmare. Explore it. It's just a game, after all. It can't really hurt you. And every time you explode, a silent, white-hot ball in the vacuum of space, you have another chance to try again. I've gotten very, very good at exploding. And not exploding. It's all muscle memory by now.
Excuse me, my dude? What? This is... I mean, this is what I said. I was like, are you okay, my dude? I can't think of a subtle way of saying this, especially not as someone who literally just met him moments ago, but... Domino? Is everything okay?
What?
What? Yes. Everything's fine. Why? You seem a bit... fixated on this virtual annihilation scenario? This game genre in general would spike anyone's anxiety, so... It's okay. I'm okay. He was actually not okay. Narrator voice. Narrator voice. He's actually not okay. Thanks, but consider it exposure therapy or something. You get used to it little by little. And hey, it's just pixels on a screen. There's far worse in life to worry about. Sorry, my sense of humor is a bit... It's a little off, I guess. Didn't mean to worry you, but I appreciate the concern.
Thanks.
It's nice when people care enough to be concerned. He lets out a brief yawn, defocusing his eyes for a moment. Sorry, long night. Overslept too. I'm not quite at my best. I'll give you a proper enthusiastic greeting, maybe with streamers and confetti next time. Rain check okay with you? Sounds good here. He offers me a quick salute.
Be seeing you.
Welcome to our glorious mess. Until next time. He steps away from the arcade machine to help hand out to the laundromat and maybe lie down a bit. Can't imagine the tumble dryers being conducive to rest, though. Conducive. I say conductive. Conducive to rest, though. I haven't played a visual novel in a while. Not used to talking this much anymore. I'm gonna play this like I'm playing it the first time, like I played it the first time around. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but it's worrying and I want to help. I think I'll keep a close eye on him as I get to know this team better, if only to make sure he'll be okay. It's probably a bit shallow of me to admit, but he's kind of cute too. Can't deny that. Did you see his tummy? Who doesn't like a good tummy on a dude? Little drummy tummy, you know? Anyway, we probably only have time to meet one more person. I think it needs to be Jinx. Adrift's sharply around the turn after Fast Car 7 navigating. I think it's supposed to say a woman. A woman drifts sharply around turn after turn in Fast Car 7, navigating her virtual car effortlessly as down a winding mountain road. I should probably wait for her to finish up before approaching. No need to be weird about this. I'm so content to watch out of the corner of my eye as she closes in at the end of the race, coming up at a hard fast on the rival driver. I wonder if the other cars are online players or just AI chumps. Are there any online ready arcade games other than the VOD 2? There's so little I know about this stuff. Yes, the answer is yes. The whole cabinet resembles a glorified driver's seat with steering wheel, a gear shift, pedals, and so on. I know diehard PC gamers who love racers have similar gear, but this one strikes me as unusual. She isn't using the pedals. There's some sort of makeshift knob and lever system attached to the wheel, which indirectly pushes on the pedals. Is that normal for arcade games? Before I can ponder it further, her card slides sideways across the finish line. First place, fireworks, confetti cheering, and she ignores it all. With her game complete, I approach while she climbs out of the seat and fetches her walking cane, leaning heavily on it as she pulls herself up to standing with great effort. Her metal knee brace creaks as she does so. Instinctively, I want to step up and offer to help her, but she's on her feet before I can do so. She then turns to face me, shifting the disability assist walking cane from hand to hand as she shifts her weight.
You want next? You've been standing there a while.
Y'all ready for this? Don't say something wrong, 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 don't say something wrong. So let's this is just a fun one. Let's just what's funny is like you just totally what the is up with your legs? Yep, that's very rude. Wow. They're all kind of rude. They kind of go in like rudeness levels. It's the only way I can describe it. Is she not happy? Whatever the result of this decision, no matter how steep my doctor's bills, I deserve the outcome and willing to accept it wholeheartedly. Gonna let that one slide since clearly you got this deer in headlights look about you. But that is your one get-out-of-jail-free card. Understood? Understood, ma'am. Oh, God, I am so sorry. She sighs deeply, reaching up to rub her temples before responding.
Syringomyelia.
Syringomyelia, what's it now?
Cysts in the spinal cord. Results in weakness or partial paralysis of the extremities. Varies from person to person. Weak legs and arms in my case. Joint pain. Some good days, some bad days. Used to carry an explanation on an index card. Had a stack of them. Would hand one out to anyone who hassled me, then walk away. But figured that was too catty of me. Stopped doing it. Better to just talk it out in the open than be dismissive. You good with talking it out in the open, like adults? Or want to take another run at inserting foot into mouth?
I'm trying to turn off. My controller is being a butt. Stop, controller! Jesus! You've been charging this whole time. Everything is just going wrong for me today. It feels like it. Yes, I'm good. I'm good with talking. Thank you, is what she said. Okay. Good, good.
Call me Jinx. One word, 4 letters. Nice and simple. And you are?
Seeker, pleased to meet you despite my fumble.
Takes more than one fumble to turn me away. Always willing to give benefit of the doubt. Don't worry about it. What brings you to this little arcade? Not much going on here. Most folks come for the laundry or the pizza.
So, I talked with Grace about joining your team, and now I'm going to ask around for everyone's buy-in. Now I'm going around asking for everyone's buy-in. Considering how I acted just now, you got every right to tell me to hit the streets. She considers, tapping her finger along the handles of her cane. Joining Team GCF. Really? Why? Not that professional of a team, just a bunch of friends who play FOD2 and stuff. I know, and that's okay. At this point, I'd be happy to play in any team. You know, I know I can't get where I want to be alone. Can feel you on that one. Situation like mine, you need to rely on others more than you want. Just have to accept the facts on the ground in the end. And, thinking about it, might be fun to take a pro tour run. No way we actually make it, but might be fun. Having Grace back, your play certainly helps. She makes a great backup moral compass from when mine can't point karmic north. Trust you aren't taking advantage of her or pressuring her into this. No, ma'am, not at all. Then, okay, got my vote. Find me down here in the arcade more often than the others. Can do some practice scrims on FOD2 whenever you like, provided I'm not racing. Yeah, I'm getting the impression that everyone here has a side hustle. Some games they play as much as FOD2. She leans against the Fast Car 7 cabinet and taps the gas brake handle control lever with her cane. Modified for me. All special-like. Friend of Ben and Matt's did it for me. Can't work the pedals, no, but my arms still have some play, and hand controls take care of everything. Little harder, but I like a challenge. Not just Fast Car 7, though. Secretly tweaked this cab out to run all sorts of racing games. Probably a copyright violation, but so what? Like to mix it up when I drive. Gets boring otherwise. Once again, actually, I think with Jinx, I started to make a guide for this, but it really feels like, because saving is so easy, saving and reloading is so easy that it wasn't really necessary, but I think this was fine. I'm guessing you have the entire Fast Car or French words I can't on there too. I've never played any of them myself. Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 on here. No Fast Car 6? We don't talk about Fast Car 6. Not anymore. I know, that's what I told her. Long story, ugly story. Struck from the Fast Cars canon, edited out of the arcade history. For the best. Wasn't a good game anyway. She pauses, considering me for one quiet moment.
What's your story anyway?
Story?
What moves you? What makes you tick? Why you're so hyped for the Pro Tour that you're willing to trust an unknown team of casuals? If we're going to be teammates, I should know you better. You already know enough about me. Only fair I get to learn more about you. Figure out who I'm dealing with. Sets expectations rather than making assumptions. Makes sense, yeah?
I wouldn't say I exactly know her heart and soul, but I guess she's offered as much as she wants to for now. She stands there, patiently waiting for me to lay it all out for her. Well, if you're asking me to justify my existence, I'm not going to do that. I'm already sticking my neck out to strangers to help, to let me play with them. Can we just accept that this is weird for all involved and resolve to learn as we go?
Yeah, okay.
Bit of a cop-out, but an honest one. Guess we'll figure it out as we go along. Yeah, that's fair. So that was one she didn't like. We didn't get any points from that. Jinx shuffles from foot to foot, clearly a bit tired from standing around.
See you later.
Okay, tiring out now. Think I'll go take 5. Good luck with the others. Try to keep your foot out of your mouth. You'll do fine. I haven't done a lot of testing this game. I'm just gonna put that out there. Like I played it through like trying to max out my points. Min-maxing, as they said in the beginning. Min-maxing my points. I haven't seen, like... something tells me you don't have to get, like, every single point from for a character. But I would like to see what's the minimum affection. But it would be hard to gauge because you don't get you get a number, you know? Like but like I said in the beginning, you can miss like 1 or 2 here and there. Obviously, I don't think you need to completely max out, unless you're weird like me, I guess. Okay, tiring out. I think I'll go take 5. Good luck with the others. Try to keep your foot out of your mouth. You'll do fine. Roger, thanks, Jinx. That was awkward. Well, awkward at first. Thankfully, I didn't nuke myself from orbit on that one, and things smoothed out considerably afterward. In fact, she thinks like, there's a certain aura of cruel control about her. She can be fierce, but knows when to be fierce. And if I can't drive her away over an accident like that, I think we'll do well as teammates. So yeah, we're at time for me. But yeah, so you just kind of go around the arcade and you meet everybody and basically tell them whoever you talk to first is the person that you asked to be part of the team. And then they say yes, and then you go around and talk to everybody else. So yeah. And if you talk to Ben, this is Ben and Matt over here, you can't romance them for reasons you'll see if you play the game. But they just give you out free points. So if you're trying to like boost some stat, they're the ones to talk to. You can probably boost a stat that you want with them. And then other times you'll be in an area and there'll be a timer on the side and you can only talk to like, say 3 people. You can only talk to 3 people or groups of people at a time. So you have to decide who you're going to spend your time talking to. They'll be their best friend for pizza. I think when you first talk to Ben and Matt, they tell you about the pizza specials, so you know. But anyways, that's it. That's it for me. For today. I'll be streaming on Saturday, Mass Effect 2 on Saturday, and Sunday I'm going to be playing Haven, which would be today, but I decided to play this instead. If you're interested in the game, it comes out tomorrow. This is the website for it. It's coming out on a lot of platforms, so there's probably some way you can play it, unless you only have a smartphone. Maybe they'll fix that in the future. But yeah. I'm now going to pop open Premiere and stitch together all of the game crashes into one video and upload them to Twitch so that if somebody's watching this now, they'll be like, what? There was glitches? And they won't know. Surprise! My computer crashed 3 times. Ah! All right. Yeah, that's it. Enjoy the rest of your evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you're at. And hope to see you again in the future. Okay. Bye-bye. What they don't know, well, I already said it and I'm going to leave it in the video. Bye!